Another game coming up later today.
Yeah,
it's past midnight. Later, we say that every day anyway. We say that every day. So Delhi versus Hyderabad. Now that is at the Kotla, which is a miniature-sized ground. But that's okay. Now Delhi versus Hyderabad. The interesting thing here is that if Hyderabad win, they probably go top of the table.
They will.
So that means CSK flying high might suddenly find themselves third tomorrow evening. I know it's early stages, but suddenly find themselves third.
Yeah, it could very well happen, and given what they're performing right now, especially the spin attack of Hyderabad, they'll enjoy bowling on Kotla because the ball doesn't come on. It's not that easy. It'll be an interesting match. The other thing is that you remember Delhi has had this shock defeat. They were cruising and they lost. The only good thing about it is they've had just 2 days in between. So the coaches would have kept them really busy, said don't dwell on it. That was just an aberration. They need to get into this match and they need to win fast.
Delhi and Gurgaon and where you live. Nahi ho sakta hai, karke dikhata hu. You think we can't lose from there? We'll do it.
It's tired. That surface looks tired at the Kotla. That's what worries me for Delhi playing at home.
That surface always looks tired.
If you've got the best batting talent, which they have in some of those young Indian stars and Shikhar Dhawan, I just look at it and I think it's just tired. They want to play on a good, hard, fast surface.
Also, they're
Morris, Rabada, Bolt if he plays.
They can get back to Bolt with that kind of service.
They want to bowl on a hard, fast surface. I mean, they have no interest playing on that. Delhi playing on that particular pitch at the Kotla that's been dished up at the moment is a waste of time.
The only thing I'll say, Simon Dole, is in the last 50 years, Kotla hasn't produced too many pitches better than that. That's a sad, bad fact of it. It is a bad pitch.
I think 1 year, 2011, 12, thereabouts. But you look at that Delhi side, and that's one of the things we talked about in our preview. What kind of surface do Delhi want to play on? Look who's batting for them. Shikhar Dhawan, Rishabh Pant, Shreyas Iyer, Colin Ingram. They want the ball coming on.
They want the ball coming on. They want pace on the ball. So this is the side they use.
They could even bring in Colin Munro, but who's bowling for them? They can have Trent Bolt, they can have Kagiso Rabada, Chris Morris, and an Indian fast bowler, either Ishant Sharma or Avesh Khan. So they've got that kind of side, and they're playing on a surface. Well, let's see what the surface is like. But Delhi, I'm not sure they have too many degrees of freedom within their side.
I think expect Ishant to make a comeback. He's been training really hard. So Ishant for Avesh or Harshal Patel could be a swap.
I'd bring Akshat Patel back as well.
Well, he played the last game, so he
on
was...
that. No, they bought Avishan, didn't they?
Akshat
Patel. Akshat Patel. I'd bring him back in as well. Maybe get Avish and Harshal Patel out, and bring in Ishant Sharma and Amit Mishra or Akshat Patel. Just get some more spin on that pitch.
Get another spinner,
yeah.
Delhi just need, Hyderabad just need to close their eyes, put their hand in the lucky dip, and whoever comes up. They've got so many options. You look down that Hyderabad side. I mean, look what the Sunrisers did the other day. They didn't play Williamson. Just looked at the opposition. They said, okay, 3 left-handers in the top 5. Okay, Nabi, you get a game. The other day, Shakib, you get a game. 2 world-class all-rounders who can just replace each other. And that support team, I mean, tomorrow if they get a bouncy track, won't be in Delhi, but somewhere else. Say they come to the 1K day, they can play Billy Stanlake.
Basil Tampi.
So they can play so many others.
They've got options. The injury worry to Williamson, that's a concern, whether he is back or not, or whether Bhuvi continues to captain that side.
You felt he'd probably be out
I feel he needs another couple of days yet. Looking at what happened in New Zealand with the injury and looking at him the other night in that game, I still think he needs a couple of days. If he plays tomorrow, it would surprise me.
Now, last year, if Williamson was injured, that would have been problems for Sunrisers. He was really carrying the side along. He made 735 runs. He was carrying them along. Now, the other day, I saw Warner and Bairstow batting. Warner gets off to a start and then watches Bairstow, and then they start hugging each other. Well, we won't get in there.
And 3 century stands in a row.
Incredible.
3 century stands in a row. They're the best opening partnership ever right now in the IPL.
So they start favourites? Unless Rishabh Pant has a big game?
I would say, given consistency, SRH is favourites.
Yeah, I think they've got the quality of spin. I think they start, and on that surface, I think they start favourite.
You got 100 last time against them. Do you think, with the World Cup selection coming close, we talked about how New Zealand's already announced their side. There's Vijay Shankar batting 3-4 here. There's Rishabh Pant batting 3 or 4 there. One's been traded, the other one's traded the other way. There's a little something there.
I think Vijay Shankar's got the wood. His foot is on the first step of the plane.
You think so?
Of the plane stairs, yeah.
The funny thing is...
And Rishabh?
I think Rishabh's foot is...
chatting up the stewardess.
I think Rishabh's foot is just entering the terminal.
But is the counter closed?
No.
Not yet.
I don't think the counter's closed. I don't think the final call is on the board yet.
No. The funny thing is, Vijay Shankar bowls for India, Khalil Ahmed bowls for India.
But they don't bowl for the
Khalil doesn't get into the side, and Vijay Shankar doesn't get to bowl. But that just tells you. I mean, my gut feel is that with Bhuvi, with Siddharth Kaul, and with Sandeep Sharma bowled really well the other day. They're slightly similar bowlers. I just wondered they want to play a left armer somewhere in between.
Possibly.
Maybe for Sid Kaul, but they like Kaul finishing the innings.
Yeah, exactly.
They've got lots of options.
When required, I think Vijay Shankar will bowl. I don't think, I said it at the start of the tournament. I think Delhi got by far the worst end of that deal. They got a terrible deal.
I think it was a deal they offered, wasn't it?
Well,
I don't know. It was a hard negotiation.
I think it was, but in hindsight, they got the bad end of that deal.
I think they negotiated hard. These guys, SRH got 3 really good players for 1 player.
Yeah.
And maybe in the cycle of development, I think they got players in the upswing.
Correct.
I mean, they've got a fantastic top 4. We talk about that all the time. But the one player in the Delhi team that we don't talk about as much in India, but he's talked about around the world, is Colin Ingram. He's a wonderful player. They like batting him at 5, even though he opens bats 3 somewhere. But they got these Indian dashers up. So Shikhar and Ingram have a role to play, and all the dashers around them. But that sort of pales a little bit when you've got Warner and Bairstow. The way they ran, that was 40 degrees that day. And they ran 10 or 12 twos.
12 twos, yeah.
13 twos was incredible. Delhi will be hot? Not quite as Hyderabad. Peak summer.
I'll message you and tell you.
Are you on that game?
I'm on that game tomorrow.
Are you?
I'll be there. Yeah.
Okay.
Flying
so
up
then, given your current track record, you've got to tell us who you're dropping.
I just told you I'm dropping Harshal Patel.
There you go.
He's gone, and Avish Khan. So expect them to have great games tomorrow.
SRH favourites though for you?
Yeah, I think the quality of spin and just their ability to work the ball around and just be a little smarter, I think, with the bat. Because it comes down on tough tracks, it comes down to being smarter with the bat.
Yes.
And I think that's where SRH might have it slightly over.
Yeah, if you do the pitch report tomorrow, we'll hold you against it, because these pitch reports are...
I'm going to say, if I do the pitch report tomorrow, it'll be 140.
Yeah.
If you get more than 140, you win.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
He's already decided.